This is your Bennett trim tab hydraulic unit. This is how it looks if you take the top off. You have 4 wires coming out in this connector. 2 of the wires work. Your motor clockwise, counterclockwise. The other 2 wires are for your solenoid, which will be your port and starboard trim tab. Wanted to bench test this for 2 reasons. One, wanted to clean the inside of the boat, the engine compartment. I noticed that it was a lot of leaking. Fluid was leaking all around the base of this. So I actually bought another base. I didn't know if it was cracked or something, so I bought one. So I'll probably change that. But also I wanted to check the solenoids, because at the time when I purchased the boat, trim tabs weren't functioning. So with that, okay, here we go. With that, I wanted to test this thing out, make sure it's working right. So here's the other, the new reservoir, fluid reservoir. But I want to check and make sure everything is functioning right with the motor and these 2 solenoids, this port and starboard solenoids. So I'm going to do that first. A little concerned because if the motor turns, I'm sure we're going to get fluid shooting out the front. So just going to sit this inside the container here. Put something in front of it, and then once everything checks out, if it checks out okay, we'll go ahead and probably change the base, open it up, and make sure it's not any problems with the seals or anything like that. If it is, we'll order those and take care of them. So let me go ahead and get this thing set up. We'll set up the ground wire for one of the battery terminals connected here. Probably use vice grips to hold it on, and then I'll go across here and see if this works and put a little something here so that just in case something shoots out. Okay, so be back in a minute. Got a little piece of paper, paper towel over this thing. Got our ground wire hooked up with the vice grips holding it in place. Got my hot here. I'm just gonna run across these and check them. See what we get. So that's the one solenoid works. Second one works. One works in that direction. Works in that direction. So this works fine. Yay. This bench check was positive. So we put it back in the bowl. We got the Deep Mar Corporation blower here. Let's see if this works. Went on the hook, negative, positive up. We'll tap it onto the battery terminals. See what we get. Okay, cool. If that works. Okay, here we go. We got the water pump on the bench. Got a couple wires hooked up to it. So I can touch them on the battery over here. These are the ends, and then let's see if this pump actually pumps, or if it's dead. So here we go. Put a little piece of paper over so it won't shoot out whatever nasty water that's left in there. A little bit closer to the battery. Okay. Hopefully it makes some noise. And it makes no noise. It absolutely no noise. So, I have a choice here. I can see, I can open it up, see if it's stuck somewhere on the inside or this motor right here. I don't know. But really, I think it's probably not worth all of that headache because it doesn't cost that much. Yeah, but we're getting absolutely nothing out of this. Yep. Check the voltage on the battery one more time. Here we have 12.5 volts, so nothing here. So that's the test of the Shur flow diaphragm pump. And what we got was no response. So I'm probably gonna crack it open. Actually decided I'm gonna go ahead and open this up even though I think I'm gonna replace it. I'm a little curious to see what's going on inside here. So let's get it open and see what's going on. Huh. Well, it's called a diaphragm pump. Uh-huh. The motor dead on this because all the switches because this joker didn't even click when I touched it. And it sounded like it should have clicked. Yeah, it should have clicked. Maybe looking at the wiring, you can't see inside of it, but it looks like there's something to do with this motor here. So out of curiosity, let's take it apart. This is not a must-have, you know that. This actually pumps water to the water tank for the sink in the boat. So for me to get the boat on the water, this is not going to be a showstopper, but it's a nice to have. You know, if you're out fishing and you want to rinse your fingers off or something like that. Rinse your hands. I mean, it technically can't take water with you. So it's not a killer or a showstopper. Okay, when I picked the boat up from the gentleman that I purchased it from, we couldn't get the trim motor, trim cylinders to go up or down. And I noticed he kept tapping the battery terminal. He connected a wire to the plus side of the battery. He kept tapping it right here. And what I noticed is that it's still, the trim cylinder still wouldn't move. Well, when you look at the diagram, you find out you can see this piece is attached here. And you tap in here. Basically, you're sending a positive signal. You're bypassing a switch which is here. You're sending a positive signal to both solenoids. So basically, both solenoids are trying to open. So what in turn happened was he was jamming it up. So I'm hoping that he didn't toast both the solenoids here. The process of touching here, because the positive or negative to bypass the switch to get it to go up and down would have been to do positive here or here. because the signal is coming. I mean, actually, the switching mechanism is here, which sends a signal to this side to get this thing to turn on, which it tells the motor to turn either left or counterclockwise or clockwise. So the signal's coming from here on these two wires in the back. Got a green, a yellow and white, and a green and white. So jumping out here touching was not the right place to be touching. So basically I gotta check this, take these pieces apart and check them out, see what's up, and hopefully these solenoids are not toasted. And then we can find out if the issue is here or if there's a fuse or something blown on the boat. Alright, so I guess I'll get to testing and disconnect this and see what's going on with these solenoids. Okay, I'm a poor YouTuber. I'm a poor YouTube video guy. What I did, connected positive lead up to the battery and attached here and here, just to see if the solenoids would engage. The solenoids engage, but the motor, this motor didn't turn. The pump actually didn't turn. So now I've taken the pump apart. It seems like it's freely turning here, but it may be burnt out. Maybe time to replace it. So I'm going to test this with the battery next. Let's see if it'll turn on the bench. I went on and hooked the negative wire to that side. Now I'm going to touch positive here and see if this works. Nothing. Nothing. So the motor's not working. That's why the outdrive wouldn't trim up or down. So now, let's see about replacing this joker. All right, bench test.